I just noticed the edge of a bottle sticking out here, and I didn't think much of it because I thought it was going to be a plain sort of a plain bottle, but there is actually some lettering on the side. There it is, look. Oh, golden ring. There we are, golden ring. I'm not going to take it, I've got enough bottles at home, but there we are. I'm not sure what golden ring is. I wish it was a golden ring. Bit of a tease, isn't it? I shall leave it for somebody else. Okay, I've just seen something over there in the distance that's round. It could be some kind of coin. Let me zoom in on it. Tell me when you can see it. See, it's just there, right in the middle right now. Ooh, the suspense. Let's go and see what it is. Okay. Let's go and see. Here it is, look. How exciting is this? Oh my! Now what is that? Well, I don't think it's a coin. Oh look, who's that on there? Let's go and rinse it off. How exciting, everyone. How exciting. Good, I needed some excitement this morning. Right, I'm going to give it a rinse off. Well, I can't quite see what it is at the moment. It's some kind of society, I think. You can probably read it better than I can because you're seeing it through the camera, and I'm trying to look at it on the camera and I'm not really getting a lot. Okay. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to put it in my bag. That will be going straight under the magnifying lamp when I get home. Right, let's see what else we can find. Not quite as exciting, admittedly. An old buckle here, still attached to the leather. I just saw the top of a rock poking out of the mud here, and because it's got these little, well, a little cross section across there, I'm wondering if it's an ammonite. No, not an ammonite, sorry, what am I talking about? An echinoid. There, I started to pull it out but thought I'd do it on the camera instead. So, I don't know why, it just feels like it could be. I could be completely wrong. It has been known. Let's have a look. It's probably just a... oh, it's not even a stone, you know. It's a really heavy, round piece of lead. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take it. You might be able to identify it. I think I found one of these before in one of my previous videos quite a long time ago. Yeah, it's just like a round piece of lead with a bit of a hole there. Okay, well, you know, it's interesting, isn't it? It's definitely not an echinoid though. I'll pop it in my bag and I'll get your views on it later. Now, can you see what I have just seen down there? Have a look. Now it is a pipe, indeed it is, and I can see exactly what kind of pipe it is as well. There's a design on there which you might recognise. It's a Masonic pipe bowl, it's got lots of Masonic symbols on it. So let's go and take a closer look. And I just really hope that there's a stem on there. It's that same anticipation. Right, place your bets. What do you think? What do you think? I can see the lovely heel there. Look at that lovely Masonic design on that side. And there'll be some more on the other side. It might have an all-seeing eye on it. And suns and moons and what have you. Right, this is the moment of truth. Let's extract it. Right, well there's a bit of stem there. It would be even more fabulous if there was a maker on it. Look, the stem is still going down there. Oh, it's still going down there. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's still going on. We might be in luck, you know. We might be in luck. Yes, yes, it's still continuing. It's still continuing. Oh my gosh, it's still continuing. I can hardly bear the excitement. Oh my gosh, it's still going. It's still going on. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it, everyone. This, look at the length of it so far. It's there like that. Join with me in my pipe excitement. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely stunning. I'm just going to take a moment to survey it. It's been there for, well, it's probably, let's say mid 19th century, maybe let's say 1850. So it's been there, what's that, 1850, 1950, well, over 160, over 170 years. And it's just laid there like that. Let's take a moment to think about that and pull it out, and here it is. And the last person who touched that is most definitely the person who smoked it. Oh, I'm just so happy. That's the longest Masonic clay pipe that I have got in my collection, so this is really special. Right, let's go and give it a wash. And look at that lovely pipe-shaped nest. Oh, that's just so lovely. I'm going to have to just take a quick photograph of that, actually. Right, I'll be back shortly, don't worry. Right, I'm back. I've taken a photograph now. Let's go down and rinse this little beauty off. Oh. I nearly walked away with my trowel still stuck in the mud. I would have sprung back and ended up on my bum. Right, off we go. And you see it's really black there where it's been in the mud for so long, and now that it's out in the open air, it's going to fade, and it's just in such great condition. This is a real gift. Yeah, We'll be able to see that design a little better later on. Just lovely, just lovely. Thank you, River Thames. Now, just over there, I've seen a glint of blue, and I wonder if you can see it. Let's zoom in. The tide's just on the way in now, so I'm lucky to have seen it. It's just over there. And I think I can detect a faint bit of lettering on there. Let's go see. Ooh, exciting. Yes, I can feel something on here. Oh my goodness, this is a treat. Oh, look at this little bottle. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this is a beauty. An absolute beauty. And it's completely intact. Oh my. Jules Denoual's Injection, Carlton House, New Cross, London. Oh my goodness, that is an absolutely amazing, beautiful bottle. Injection? What's that supposed to mean then? I'm supposed to inject this bottle. Jules or somebody or other. Denoual? Sounds a bit French. Injection, Carlton House, New Cross, London. Oh wow, that's got to be my find of the day. I'm over the moon. That's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've just seen something else over there. Some glass with lettering on it, look. Here. Oh, it's broken. I was getting a bit excited then. Kepler. Kepler. I think I'll leave that one here. An old bullet here. Oh, it's just come apart in my hands. Oh. There we go. It's a bit waterlogged, isn't it? You can still see all the bits inside though. I think that's 19th century, but feel free to be more precise if you know. Now just down here there's another little tiny piece of ammunition, a lot smaller, possibly a .22 maybe. I really need to study my ammunition book. I don't have any excuse for not knowing this. I should know by now. I find enough of them. Oh, here's some modern rubbish, look, a BlackBerry. It's just astounding the amount of phones and devices I find on the foreshore. I used to have a BlackBerry when I worked in an office. Evil Crackberry, I used to call it. There's a hint of an anchor there, look. And the acorns. It's going to be something to do with the Royal Navy. everyone, thank you very much for watching and welcome to my studio. I hope that you and your family are all well during this strange time that we're all going through at the moment. I hope you're all in good health and keeping in good spirits as well. As you probably know, we here in the UK are on lockdown again now, and I expect that many of you are in lockdown too, wherever you are. And so in terms of mudlarking, this time we are still allowed to go, obviously, as long as we don't go in groups. We can still go down to the foreshore, unlike last time where the foreshore was out of bounds. But similar to last time, the clippers, which are the boats that go along the River Thames at quite a great speed, they have stopped for this lockdown, and so gradually every day the silt is building up on the foreshore again, so it's covering all the finds. And so, to be honest, when you do go down there, it can be very, very difficult to find anything anyway, because it's covered up in that mud like it was the last time. But luckily I did get to go sometimes down to the foreshore between the end of the last lockdown and the beginning of this one, so I have got a few objects in my files to show you over the next few weeks. And this outing was particularly exciting with those 3 finds, and I'm going to start with my absolute favourite, which is this beautiful blue bottle marked with Jules Denoual injection, Carlton House, New Cross in London. Actually, New Cross is where I first lived when I first arrived in London, in southeast London, about 20 years or so ago now, if not more. So it was fun to see that on the bottle. And Jules Denoual, what a great name! It just conjures up this very elegant French pharmacist. But firstly, I mean, this bottle, which is that beautiful cobalt blue colour, very similar to these sort of Victorian, same sort of time frame really, same kind of colour, same kind of bottle, and very bright in colour so that people would know that it wasn't something to be just drunk, that it was certainly filled with some kind of medicinal liquid. So this one here, I've not seen a bottle like this before, is whole, which is absolutely great, and it held something called injection, so presumably some kind of fluid to inject, but I haven't actually managed to find out anything about Jules Denoual's injections. I don't know exactly what it was an injection for, but I did manage to find out some information about him generally. I get the impression he was quite a small outfit, a small family outfit, because there's no kind of posters or any advertising for him, just a few entries in a post office directory. But about Jules Joseph Denoual, he was born in Paris in about 1815, and he seemed to share his time between London, southeast London, and Normandy in France, where apparently he had a farm. And in the 1861 and the 1871 census in London, he was living with his wife Ursule and his 2 daughters, Angeline and Marie, and also his nephew, who was called Julien, but more about his nephew later. So, born in 1815, he was described as a chemist, but also as a medicinal capsule maker. And a little bit of research later, I found a patent which is dated 1870 for an invention which he was registering for enveloping medicinal and other liquids. So he says here, the object of this invention is to enable medicinal and refreshing or stimulating liquids to be taken under the form of sweetmeats, and whereby the disagreeable taste and odour of medicinal agents are rendered imperceptible. To carry out my improvements, I commence by enclosing the medicinal or other liquid in an envelope of gelatine or gold beater's skin, which I then close airtight. Of course, I went straight away to look up gold beater's skin, and it is a treated membrane, mostly of ox's intestines. So already I'm feeling a lot better about taking my medicine if it's enclosed with ox intestine membrane. Yum yum. So then he goes on to say that he will cover the envelope of the goldbeater's skin with candy, chocolate or other sugar confectionery. And by this means the odour and taste which might exude through the first envelope will be isolated by the second casing. Ether and chloroform may be enclosed in an envelope of goldbeater's skin and afterwards in one of sugar, and thus protected from the action of the air. So you can just imagine biting into a nice chocolatey sweet with a nice mixture of chloroform and ether in the middle, and then zonking out on the sofa, all surrounded in ox membrane. No, but seriously though, it sounds very much like the little capsules we get today enclosing like the omega oils and that kind of thing. And I also came across a court hearing at the Old Bailey dated 1879. His nephew, who was called Julien Laure, was accused of embezzling 13 guineas from the Denoual family. He left Julien Laure in charge of the business, but it transpired that over the years Julien Laure was engaging in other activities with Jules Denoual's money and ended up with lots of debts and fraud, and at the end of the court case he was sentenced to 6 months in Wandsworth Correctional Facility. So that's an interesting story, and it's always fun when you find an object and then you end up finding all sorts of little stories off to the side which have been so long forgotten about, like the court case and like this patent here. So there we are, some really interesting information about the Denoual family, and whose little bottle containing injection for something is here and was found at low tide on the River Thames. The next object I'm going to show you is this token here, which is actually a membership token for one of the oldest charitable societies in the UK, and it's the Shipwrecked Mariners Society. And on one side it's got a ship which is or has been wrecked, and on the other side it's got a profile of Vice Admiral Horatio Nelson, and around the edge it says "England expects every man to do his duty," which is the message which Vice Admiral Horatio Nelson sent from HMS Victory as he was going into the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, I think. So it's a really lovely little medal which was issued annually to people who used to donate to the Shipwrecked Mariners Society. And what I discovered actually when I was looking under the magnifying glass is that there is a membership number scratched into the token. I think it's 1173. It was actually founded in about 1839 after the shipwrecking of several ships off the north coast of Devon, that's right, the north coast of Devon, where 21 men were lost, and they wanted to do something for the widows and the orphans, and so they came up with the idea of creating this society. And it actually still exists today, and now they support people that used to go to sea or that used to be in the merchant navy, and they provide financial support and assistance. So it's a really, really special bit of history, and it's dated 1858, and that was well before the Princess Alice disaster, which was one of the largest shipwreck disasters on British inland waterways, and that happened in 1873, I think. I recently did a video about that, so I wonder if they contributed to the families who lost their relatives in that terrible, terrible accident. It would be interesting to know. If you Google this, you will find quite a few of these online actually. I saw one that was in a auction site, and it too also has a membership number engraved on it. So I'm going to put a picture up of a better example. Mine's a little bit eroded, but I'm very, very happy with that. It's a lovely little piece of history, and I wonder who lost it. Now I'm going to move on to my lovely Masonic pipe find here with these rather wonderful Masonic symbols on the side of the bowl. Now I have got quite a few Masonic pipe bowls, but this is the longest one that I've got, and it seems that quite a lot of people back in the mid-19th century belonged to the Masons, judging by the amount of Masonic paraphernalia that we find on the Thames foreshore. And it's always hard when I want to say exactly what the Masons are, because I always get completely confused. I start reading it and wish I could come up with a paragraph to explain what the Masons are. And I still haven't really got one that I'm satisfied with, but they are like a fraternal, charitable society that go back hundreds of years. It's quite a mysterious subject, the Masons, something that I don't fully understand, I'll be totally honest with you. But it's a beautiful pipe, and you often find the bowls adorned with these Masonic symbols. So there we are, beautiful, beautiful pipe. I'm actually going to put on some replica pipes onto my Etsy site later on this weekend, along with some glass fish and some other things that I've made. And so there will be some clay pipes that you can buy on the site, but they're not original ones. They are going to be replica ones that have been made by a member of the Society for Clay Pipe Research. So that is the clay pipe of the outing. And what else is left? Well, this strange round, it's got mud coming out of it, this strange round lead ball. Not quite sure what its purpose was, but maybe you do. And the little bullets, which I've got here. And I think that's about it really. So that was a hugely exciting outing, and I'm really pleased with those objects which I found. So thanks again for watching, and it's actually my birthday today, so I thought what better time to open a Ko-fi account. It's one of these accounts which some people have got, you probably know about them, that you can donate if you wish a virtual cup of coffee and a piece of birthday cake on this occasion. So I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, and if you would like to donate something for a nice cup of coffee and a big slice of birthday cake, then that would be absolutely great. But if you don't, then that's absolutely fine too. A little happy birthday in the comments will be perfectly acceptable and appreciated, and I'm very appreciative of your ongoing support. I've been very busy making lots of glass fish recently, and I'm going to be getting them ready and putting some on my Etsy site for later on today. It's Friday the 20th of November today actually, so when you're watching this, of course it won't be my birthday anymore, it will be Sunday the 22nd of November. And I hope to have these fish and replica clay pipes and also some cards. I've been making a lot of these cards which have Thames pottery on them, and then they're hand painted. And the good thing about these is if you buy one, you can then just get a deep frame and pop that in it, and you've got an instant piece of artwork. So what's not to like about that? So I hope that you all have a good weekend and a great week ahead. Thank you for your comments and suggestions and feedback, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.